Hello guys, welcome back to RG Coding Tips. In today's video, we are going to make a simple quiz web using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Most of the part will be covered in JavaScript, and we are going to add the questions and the answers so that it will be added dynamically to the HTML page. So let's start the video. So we have a folder here. Now just drag and drop to Visual Studio Code. This is the main part of the HTML, and to the styles part we are going to add this default properties. Now come back to HTML, and in the body part we are going to add a container, and inside this container we are going to add quiz con and I and F. Okay, so we are going to add an h1. This will be the header. You can add anything here. This will be your information. Now after this h1 and this div, we are going to add another div with the class quizCon. This will be the same as above. Now inside this div we are going to add a form, and inside this form remove the action and just add quiz form. So inside this quiz form we are going to add another container with ID. This will be the ID where the questions will be added dynamically. We are going to say questions container. Questions will be added here dynamically. Okay, so after this we are going to add a BR so that it will give a break, and then we are going to add input. Type will be submit, and class will be input sub, and then value submit. And we are going to add an ID with submit button, and we are going to make this start button, and it will be input. Try again. Then value will be try again. Main ID will be try again button. Try again button. So this is all. Now I'm going to open it with live server. Just add the link CSS and then CSS tag. Okay, so go to this style, and this is the default for the styling. I'm going to use Poppins as the font family. So let's just do like this. So we are going to add the color to the body. For that, right body background will be of black and color will be of white, so that text are all white. Now we are going to add the properties max width of 160 rem and margin of 0 and auto. Now give the padding 0, 1.5 range, 0 from top and bottom, and 1.5 from left and right. Now we are going to make text align center, and then position absolute, and then top 50%, left 50%, and then translate minus 50%, minus 50%. So this will center the div with the class container. Come back to the web page, and you can see that we have center the div here. Now we are going to add some properties to this twistcon. So come back to CSS, write twistcon, and we are going to add another background color of 091926. So this will be a dark blue color, and we are going to add width of 100%. We are going to add margin 30 pixels, auto, and 0. Now we add padding of 30 pixels, and 10 pixels. And now come back to the website. Now you can see there's some margin and some padding. Okay, so after this we are going to target this h1. So write twistcon and h1. For that we are going to write font size of 25 pixels and font weight of 600. Now we can see the changes. After that we are going to target the JavaScript file so that we can add the questions and the answers dynamically. So come to the script file, and we are going to start adding the questions and the answers. For that we are going to write const questions equals, we are going to write what does this stand for, and I'm going to add some questions like this. I'm also going to add the answers like this. Okay, so we are going to target this questions container so that this questions will be added dynamically here. So in order to do that, we are going to write const questions container equals document dot get element by id, and copy this and do this, remove that. And we are also going to get this form with the id quiz form. So we are going to do that like const quiz form equals document dot get element by id quiz form. Const submit that equals document dot get element by id. So we'll get that. And also we are going to do the same for this try again button. Just write const try again button equals document dot get element by id try again button. We are going to add an event listener function. When the user clicks the submit button, so it must check the answers and give the result. So in order to do that, we are going to add a div to show the result, and also we are going to style this button. To do that, come to this HTML file. After this form, we are going to add a class quiz con and score con. So inside this class, we are going to add the result. So we are going to write quiz result and copy this quiz result inside this div. Answers score will be displayed. Okay, so we are going to style this part. Come to the style.css, come to the style part, and then after this we are going to write the style. We are going to write the style for this input sub. We are going to write background of this color and color of white. Font weight will be 500 and width of 150 pixels. Border will be none, border 0, outline 0, and we are going to give a padding of 10 pixels from all sides, margin of 20 pixels, auto, 20 pixels, auto 0. And then cursor will be pointer, and font size of 1.5 RAM, and display will be block. So you can see we have styled this submit button, and we didn't style this dragon. So come to the style and just copy this class name and add here. So submit dragon, both buttons are styled successfully. Now we are going to hide this dragon button, and it will be displayed only when the user enters the answer and submit the answer. So we have hidden the dragon button. After this, we are going to add styling to this INF so that it will be aligned in the middle of the div. So we are going to write INF, and for this we are going to add padding of 10 pixels, text aligned with the center, and font weight of 700. Yeah, I have given this like 600 here. Remove that and just check it. Here it's aligned to successfully in the middle. Here quiz visual equals document dot get element by ID and quiz result. Now we are going to target the quiz font and add event listener, and when the user submits, we are going to handle that event. Okay, so we write function and event okay. So here we are going to write event dot prevent the default event, and then after this we are going to call the function calculate score. We haven't defined this function, so we are going to define it below. So write function calculate score, and inside this we are going to write let score equals 0, and are going to target this object dot keys, and are going to target this correct answers. Okay, so for each key in the correct answers we are going to write key, and this will be an arrow function const user answer. It will be document dot get element by ID, and this will be key dot value dot trim. This will check the user answer, and if user answer equals correct answer key. The user enters correct answer, and it will check the correct answer keys from here. So it will give the output like score plus plus. And after this we are going to add const total questions. So this will display like the total number of questions, and we are going to target object dot keys from the correct answers dot length. So this will get the length of the total questions and total answer. So we are going to write const result text equals you got a score of out of, and this will target the number of questions. So right, total questions correct. And then after this we are going to display quiz result dot text content, and it will be result text. So this will calculate the score and print out the score below the submit button. So after this we can see that there haven't been any change in the web page. So we are going to add more functions. Here we are going to use a function called generate questions. So we write questions container dot inner HTML. This will be none, and questions dot for each. We are going to target for each questions like question and the index, that is the value. This will be an arrow function to the question div. So we are going to add a div here. So for that we are going to write question div. Okay, and we are going to write document dot get element. This will be create element because we haven't created any element. So create element, and we are going to create this div between the questions container. Okay, after this we are going to write question div dot class name. This will be equal to question div, so we can give any styling here. And then to this question div dot inner HTML, we are going to add the questions. For that we write a p tag. Inside this p tag we are going to get all the questions. So we are going to target the questions. Okay, and after this p tag we are going to write questions container dot append child. This will append the questions, and then we are going to get the question div. So in order to display the questions, we are going to call this function below. Here you can see that we have all the questions listed here, but we haven't add the input element. So in order to do that, we write here input, and inside this input we are going to write type will be text, and class will be the same as answer input, and ID will be of like Q and the index +1. So it will go one by one. It will be required so that the user cannot submit when it is empty. We are going to add another function called check answer. If the answer isn't checked, then it wouldn't be able to calculate the score. So we are going to add this function here, function check answer. Okay, so inside this function we are going to get the keys from the correct answer, object.keys from the correct answers, and then for each key, this will be an arrow function, and it will point to const user answer equals document dot get element by ID, and it will be key dot value dot streams, and we can also write to lowercase, so it will be converted to the lowercase. Answer input equals document dot get element by id and then key. So we will get the key answer as the key. Now after this, we are going to write if user answers equals for answer, then answer input dot style dot background color. If the user enters a correct answer, then the color of the background will change to for CA F50. This will be green color. And if the answer is wrong, then answer dot input dot style dot background color, it will change to red in this color FF5733. Okay, after this we are going to add answer input dot value equals correct answers key. So this will display the correct answer. Okay. Oh, I think I haven't styled any CSS for the inputs. Sorry. For that, we are going to come to style and we are going to write input and width of 500 pixels and padding of 10 pixels. Margin will also be 10 pixels and a border of 2 pixels, solid white, and then outline will be none, and the input color must be black. Font size so 18 pixels and font weight of 600. Okay, so here is an error. If I do like this, then okay. So guys, you can see that we have these questions and the answer here. And if I write this like anything and submit, it is not working. So we are going to handle this submit event. Okay, so we are going to write a function. So try again button. Then we are going to define this function. Just copy it and we are going to add it here. Function so try again button and try again button dot style dot display will be a block, and then submit button dot style dot display will be none. Okay, so after this we are going to add another function called hide try again button. So it will be the opposite of it. So write hide try again button. Like this will be null and this will be block. So this is the part where when the user enters the input and submit, it will hide the submit button and it will say try again. And when the user click on try again button, it will hide the try again and it will show the submit button. We are going to call another function here function called reset font. So in this function, the reset font, we are going to write quiz font dot reset. So this will reset the font, and quiz result will be empty. Okay, and we are going to call the function generate questions again here. Okay, so most of the functions are finished. Now we are going to write this generate questions, calculate storage, reset from, hide try again, so try again. And okay, here we are going to write tag and button dot, so it will handle the click event. And we are going to write function here. It will call the function reset form and also hide try again button. Okay, so that's all of it. Okay, so here you can see that all the answers are wrong, and it's saying you got 0 out of 5 incorrect. So if I click try again, it's reset the font, and I write this again like hypertext markup language and cascading style sits and PJS and OL CO and more. Okay, I click submit button, then it got 3 out of 5. So our quiz form, like quiz app, is working just fine. So wrapping up, we have built a complete quiz web page using HTML, CSS, and simple JavaScript, and users can answer the questions, see their scores, and even try again if they want to improve. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you found it helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel for more awesome coding tutorials, and hit that notifications bell so you never miss an update. As always, the full code is available in the description below. Happy coding. I'll see you in the next video.